Okay, bro. Let's get this episode started. I am excited.
I bet you are. Gabe gets to eat in tonight's episode, and he's allowed to. He's very excited.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to season 4. I'm gonna get it right this time. The first episode of the season, I messed this up. So we're on season 4 of the Catching Up podcast. In case you forgot, my name's Tyler.
My name's Gabriel.
And tonight is a little bit of a different episode. This is what we like to call the Vault episodes. I don't know exactly if that's how we're going to be naming it in the title, but basically, just for you new listeners or people coming back, this is like episodes that we pre-record before the season, just so that we have some in case we have to miss a recording date. And, you know, we've kind of been trying to figure them out for the past few seasons, but now we kind of, I think, are tapping into what we want them to be. And they're just going to be a little bit more fun and light episodes in the sense of like we're going to do movie reviews, we're going to do music reviews, we're going to do food reviews, just kind of giving you more of like the personal side of like things that we enjoy on a day-to-day basis, things we didn't like. We go to the movies a lot. Well, I go to the movies a lot. He kind of goes to the movies.
I like going to the movies a lot, but that's a story for when the episode starts.
But like just different things that we love and like to do, and so we're gonna bring you our thoughts and opinions on those. So yeah, just to give you a quick rundown of what you're settling in for, but it should be a fun one.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself. So let's just get on with the episode and play that intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to start.
And here's the intro because this is getting weird.
I like this thing is thick.
It's fluffy.
Honestly, bro, these things are so good. To let your actions of being a Christian speak louder than your words. So
we can't control that ourselves, then it's like, who can? God can.
Catching Up podcast. If you're not caught up, you're catching up.
I don't necessarily know what that means. So how much do you have going on?
I got 3 things.
Okay. So then why don't you go so that you can taste them, review them, and then that way when I'm doing my review, you can kind of like get into it more since I only have a slice. Like you have a couple more things that you're going to probably want to dig into.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I got cool. One. Okay, so basically this episode, instead of getting like one thing for us to try, review it really quick, we kind of wanted to like, hang out. So we're chilling and eating and we're talking and eating. So there's this place in Orlando called K-Bop, like K-BOP, Bop. Mm-hmm. So and it's like the first doodle restaurant. It's a bunch of like Korean street food, and I've been really wanting to try it, but every time I want to like go there, my wife's just not in the mood for that, and so we just end up not. It just never works. Sure. Yeah, it's like it's not an everyday type of thing. So, and it's not as exciting for her because she doesn't. She's not the biggest fan of this type of food. So I took advantage of today, and I went and splurged a little bit. And I basically just watched a bunch of video on TikToks, and I was like, wow, let's see what's good. So the first thing I got, which is kind of like been sitting here for like 20 minutes. So let's hope it's still good. It is a boba cream chiller. So it's supposed to be like boba, but like creamy.
Yeah,
but it's
I'm
like chiller. It's like a chiller.
I'm like, what is going on there, bro?
Right. I don't know. So I'm going to get my straw and let you know.
So is that a clear liquid in there too?
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like they have I don't know if chiller means lemonade or what, but I think a chiller is like a specific like drink. And then they make it creamy, which is like what the white stuff is here. And then strawberry is the flavor I got.
I mean, it looks good. I'm curious. I don't know what it is, but it looks good.
And sorry. The white stuff is a popsicle that's apparently imported from Korea, and it's supposed to melt in the drink and make it creamy. That's what it is.
Right.
So, I guess I'm supposed to mix it.
Yeah, I would definitely say that.
And the popsicle is definitely melted way before we got here, so I was never able to try the popsicle alone, which some people do.
Well, how would you have done that? Would you have to reach in the drink?
Yeah, like the stick is like right here.
Oh,
like right
here
at
the
top.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Like, yeah, it's like popsicle on a stick. All right,
sure.
Well, cheers. Whoa.
Bro's having the time of his life right now.
Oh, wow. Bro, okay. So, Wow. Okay, so the puree. Do you remember in like middle school cafeteria when they had those strawberry puree cups, and it was like the best like strawberry. It was basically like strawberry and sugar. Do you remember those? Was that an up north thing? No. Anyways, okay. So
Maybe.
basically, it's like really good. It tastes like really fresh strawberry that's like pureed, like actual pureed strawberry.
Right.
And then it has the strawberry popping bobas, which are fire, and then the ice cream, the popsicle, like at first, like you tasted the difference of it like before it mixed in, and then when it mixes in, and it's super good. It's super light, so it makes it. But then like the clear thing, I think it's Sprite, but I'm not sure because it's like limey almost, but it's like bubbly, so I'm assuming it's Sprite, but I don't know. But whatever it is,
makes
it's
sense.
refreshing. So it's like a rich, fresh, creamy, refreshing strawberry drink. It's really, really good. I give this like a 9.9 out of 10. Like this is really, really good, and I really want to try the other flavors.
Better than the cherry Sprite from Chick-fil-A.
Bro, get that out of here.
Yeah, that looks crazy good. See, that's the thing that sucks about doing separate reviews is I'm like, man, I want a taste of that. You know,
I know.
like, it looks good.
But hey, at least this one. Well, both of them. Not then whenever we visit each other, we'll do a review of that.
Oh, for sure. I mean, absolutely. Whenever you come out here, like even if I don't live in this area, bro, we're coming to this spot that I'm about to review because like it's the best I ever had.
Bet. Oh wait, I guess I should do the smaller one first. Sorry, guys. I'm a little rusty. We haven't done this in a while. So
Yeah,
I've had
for real.
Korean corn dogs before. Oh, see, look at the art. K-pop,
K-bop.
K-bop,
Yeah.
and then it's like the doodle art. So cheesy, right? Look at that, Tyler.
Nice. It looks good.
Yeah.
It's a cool.
So this is a Korean street corn dog, and I got because I've had them before, but never this flavor. Fruity Pebbles,
Wow.
and I got the half and half, which means half of it's like mozzarella cheese, I guess, and then the other half is hot dog. So the top half is cheese, and the
You
bottom half
chose
is
to
hot
get
dog.
Fruity Pebbles on the outside.
Yes, I've had all the other ones. They had like original, they had Takis, they had French fries. Like I had all. I've never had
All
Fruity
right,
Pebbles.
that makes sense. No.
All right, so I'm diving in. Let's see if there's a crunch.
You know, I don't think I've had anything like that. I've only had like a regular corn dog.
You're missing out.
Apparently.
Wow, that's really good. Like the cheese, it's like nice squishy cheese, like the one that like squeaks when you're biting it, chewing it. And then it's salty and it melts in your mouth because it's still pretty warm. The dough's crunchy, but it's not like overbearing. You know how sometimes corn dogs have like a really thick, like
Yeah.
dough, I guess. Yeah, not like that. And then but the sweetness of the Fruity Pebbles, delicious.
Bro, love them Fruity Pebbles. They are good. It is a top tier cereal for sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut it to when I get to the hot dog.
Are you not at the hot dog?
No, there's still cheese.
Oh, I thought you meant that like it was just both of them were wrapped in there. I didn't know it was like separate. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting.
Gotta add some more Fruity Pebbles. Now I'm at the hot dog, so I guess I didn't have to skip anything.
Hey. Bro took all of the breading.
I'm not gonna lie, not as good as the cheese.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's just not. Man, I look like a
interesting.
child. So
Well, you're
that
eating
one,
a Fruity Pebble corn dog. It's kind of hard to not.
you know what? We don't need to talk about it. But corn dog as a whole, because you got to eat both sides.
Sure.
I give it like a 7. Cheese, I'd give it an 8, and then like the hot dog, I'd give like a 6. So that's why I said 7.
So if you would go back and they were like, "Hey, you can get one or the other," you would just get the full cheese.
Yeah.
Okay,
For sure.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and now this is the one that's like my meal.
It's like now that I'm already full.
Look at that. Hopefully you
Is that
can get a
is that
good view.
ramen?
No, it's a Korean barbecue bowl. It's called the, and I'm really sorry if I mispronounced this, but it's called the galbi beef bowl. Don't ask me what's in it. I just asked him what's your best selling bowl, and he said that one. I said bet. So based off what it looks like, it's some spinach, some I think coleslaw, an egg cooked over sunny side up, and then some beef and rice. So, pardon me. I don't know. I think I'm supposed to mix this a little bit. So I'm gonna try some of the beef, some of the rice. Oh. Ooh, that's good. Oops. There's a creamy sauce in here that's really good. I can't tell what it is though.
So it's like a
the
rice
egg.
bowl, pretty much. Is there rice as the
Yeah.
base? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's essentially a rice bowl, a rice beef bowl with an egg and some coleslaw on it. I give this like a. I prefer ramen over rice bowl any day.
Sure.
Like I'm a ramen guy. I'm a big ramen guy. But I'm very happy with this choice. So I'd honestly like for a rice bowl, I'd give it like an 8, 8.5. You know, probably an 8.
Better
I'll stick to an 8.
better than Chipotle.
You know, like whenever you're like in the mood for like, I don't want to get canceled for saying this. Like, like bad Asian food. So you go to like Panda Express, or you go to like
Sometimes you're just in the mood for that fast food, that fast Chinese.
that
food,
place
you know?
in the fast Chinese food of like in the place of the
hibachi,
mall, the
yeah,
food
it was
court.
like
Yeah. So it's like this
mini
is like the
hibachi.
elevated version.
Sure.
So it's like when you want like a quality version, this is what you get.
I get what you mean by that.
Yeah. Like that was like what I initially thought.
All right.
When I tasted
So
it.
overall, like, did you think that place has some really cool options? Like, would you go back?
Yes,
You know?
I would definitely go back. I'd love to try their other bowls, because this is really good. And then I want to go and try their ramen, and they have wings and burgers, and like regular
That's
boba, and
interesting.
yeah, they have a bunch of stuff. Their menu's actually huge. But go on with yours because we are like 13 minutes.
All
into
right,
the
cool.
episode.
So I popped into mine real quick. So he didn't give me a box, unfortunately, so I can't represent with the box. But today I'm going to be reviewing for you all a place called ESCO's Pizza. I'll put their little logo right here, but this is a place in Los Angeles. Go ahead and just look at that for a minute there. Look at that. It's like, it's just a beautiful slice of pizza. It's New York style. The guy is from New York. Really, really cool guy. Anytime you go in there, so friendly, so welcoming. It's just a little spot in Mid-City. I think they have one in Hollywood as well. And yeah, I mean, this is just, it's beautiful. He's a big New York Knicks fan. You can't miss the place. It's literally like painted. The outside is painted like a New York Knicks store, bro. Like it looks like the New York Knicks, like merchandising store. It's crazy. But you go in there, you can get a slice, you can get wings. Bro, you can get, I should have actually gotten one. I don't know why I didn't get one for the review, but you can get Nutella garlic knots, obviously without the garlic on top, but it's a garlic knot with Nutella on the inside. It's insane. And
That sounds gas.
their pizza is just the best I ever had. So today I'm going to review for you guys that this is the meat lovers. So you get the pepperoni, you got sausage on there, and I think there's something else, but I'm not exactly sure. I think maybe some bacon on there too. But come on, lad. That's just like, that's a perfect New Year's slice. Come on, stays up, bends a little bit. All right, here we go. It's the best, bro. Like, number one, easily a 10 out of 10. Pizza. And I love a good thin crust pizza. If you like deep dish, I think sometimes they do deep dish, but like, it's all, most of the time this, but like I even got one last week where there was Alfredo sauce mixed with on top of it with like just a pepperoni slice. Their margarita is insane. Like, bro, all of them. Now listen, I haven't been to New York, so I can't really say that it's the best New York slice because I haven't been to New York. But like I said, the guy is from New York, and this pizza is like, it's just so good, bro. It's into like, I don't know if y'all signed up for a mukbang tonight, but that's what you're getting.
Oh yeah.
It's delicious. Like In-N-Out, I've never had a bad slice from there, and I've been there a lot. And the prices is so reasonable, bro. I think this is like maybe $6 for the slice.
What if you're like,
You know?
bro, this is not unreasonable at all. Like this one slice is like $15. Like that's so cheap for LA.
Listen, bro, like in LA, that's how it is a lot. Like you want to order pizza from somewhere, for one pizza, it's like $40-$50, bro. It's insane. You know, you can get a whole pie from him for, I think, I mean, obviously it depends on the pizza, but for like anywhere from probably that $30, $35, $40 range, I'm not sure. Kind of within that realm, but like it's a big pizza, bro, and it's very, very good. So I highly recommend ESCO's on I highly recommend ESCO's pizza. It's on it's in Mid-City. If you're ever around or you're looking for good pizza in LA, this is the spot to go to. I'll definitely be taking him whenever he comes out. And yeah, highly recommend this. 10 out of 10 pizza, whatever one you get. You cannot go wrong with any slice there.
Yeah, bro. And honestly, even from over here, like across the country, that looks gas.
I'm telling you,
Yo.
bro, I could mess up like 5 slices.
Bro, and the thing is like for you guys watching, you got to think about it. This is one of those episodes that like we don't have to coordinate reviewing the same thing. So he could have literally picked anything. And that's what he chose. That's how you know it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I also have a really, really good taco truck near me too that I love. But the reason I picked them is one, obviously, yeah, because I love them. They're very close to where I live right now. But honestly, mostly because I was like, I want to put them on. I mean, not that we're super big or anything, but like genuinely, like the dude that works there is he's the owner. He's so cool, bro. He's always there. Sometimes his wife is there. Or like, you know, they have, of course, a couple other employees, but like everybody's always so cool there, bro. So like, it's just like, I want to be able to put on the places that, you know, obviously I like, but also that like I rock with them as people, like in the type of energy that they give me whenever I go in there. And so, yeah, definitely, I'm telling you, if there's one thing you listen to on this podcast, well, you should listen to some things, but go eat at this pizzeria.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So now we're going to move into some movie reviews. Do you want to start off with the combined one? Do you just want to do the one we're both going to do first?
Yeah, those are the one that we're both going to talk about.
Yeah.
You can go first.
Whoa, chill, bro.
Whoa.
Right, let me clean up first. You're getting the unfiltered side of us right now. Yo, Gabe, you're such a... all right.
I beep, beep, beep.
So we're going to be reviewing Weapons. It was the horror movie that came out from A24 this year. The director... Can you please look up the director's name for me? Are you able to do that? If not, I can pull my iPad close.
No, I can't.
Just because I do really like this director and I forgot his name. So, like, I would love to shout him out as well. Forgot what his name was. What is it, Zach? No, it's I feel like he's gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, bruh.
Zach Krager?
Oh,
Krager?
so that is him. I had that in my mind. I just didn't know. I was like, nah, that's not him. But I did say, yeah. So the director is Zach Krager. Is it with an S or
S?
like Krager's with an S at the end or no?
No, just Krager.
Okay, just Zach. Okay, so the director is Zach Krager, and he also directed Barbarian, which was one of my favorite horror films of, I think that was 2023, maybe 2022, whatever year it came out. It was like one of my favorite horror films of the year, if not the favorite.
Was
horror
that the
film of year.
Airbnb movie?
Yeah,
With
the
that was a good
Airbnb
one.
So good. And the thing that I love about his style is that he combines horror and comedy really well, which like obviously for somebody whose favorite slasher film of all time is Scream, like that's right up my alley, blending those two together. And some people aren't going to like that. They think like, "Oh, it makes it campy, it makes it this, whatever." Like I don't care. I like it. So like you have your opinion, I have mine. But just going into this movie, going into it, I tried not to watch too many of like I try not to watch trailers in general nowadays because I feel like they spoil everything, especially for horror. But for this one, I just seen like some of the promo they were doing with like the kids and some of the shots and things like that, and I was like, oh, this looks really cool. I got no idea what it's about, but like let's go. So when we went to see it, I was just like. I was really, in awe of it. I really loved the film. Of course, I love the direction of it. I think he was the right person to do it. That being said, I think that, I heard that Jordan Peele was in a battle for the rights and he wanted to do the movie. I would have loved to see a Jordan Peele interpretation. I still would love to see it even after seeing this because why not? I don't think that's going to happen. But anyways, getting back to the main point, I think that he has that style that was so perfect for this movie. And I think they blended, the comedy and the horror really well. I think the acting was like phenomenal all the way throughout. Like everybody just really was at their best. And even considering that like most of the actors in the movie weren't originally slated to do this movie because it went through a couple of pauses. The only one that was left was the kid who played the druggie in the film. And he was fantastic. I'm so glad that he stayed on board and they kept him on board for the film. But I really think it was, it had, of course, there was a little bit of confusion with some things. And, there were some things where you're like, why did that happen? Or what's the meaning of that? Like the gun above the house during the dream sequence. But like, it's a dream sequence. Nothing necessarily has to make sense. But even when he wakes up from the dream sequence and he's like, look what's going on. Like you were so scared. And then that jump scare comes and then, you wake up to a laughter. Right. And I think that they didn't try to do too many unnecessary jump scares. Wherever they were placed, they were really like there for a reason. And it wasn't like, oh, I just want to try and get another one out. It was very intentional. I thought it was very just like, eerie, like how they would use certain shots, like when the woman is outside of the house in the car and the woman comes out of the house and you think she's just gonna go up and like go through the window, but she doesn't. She goes around to the trunk, and like the audience reaction is everybody's just like freaking out. And then even the when the old lady gets revealed, the killer in the film, and you see the story of how she takes over the parents, and this little boy, I mean, he's basically like just trying to survive at this point. Like he's trying to take care of these kids, take care of his parents, and like meanwhile I'll deal with this crazy lady. Like there were just so many different things that I really liked about it, and I thought it was a great horror film. You could kind of almost consider it like horror thriller, but even like the moment at the end there, dude, like when they're just like running through the houses and they're going after her and then they end up like ripping her, like there was some gory stuff in there. You know what I mean? And like I'm not too big on like, I don't like Saws or Terrifiers or anything that's too gory, but like the gore in this film was like intentional. It was like it happened for a reason and like when it needed to like escalate certain parts of the film. And they weren't just doing it because they were like, oh, we need more blood in this film or whatever. So, personally, I really loved it. I think I ended up rating it like a 9 out of 10, and I would still stand by that today. Obviously, I would like to see it again and do a rewatch of it, just to kind of see where it sits after the first time. But yeah, I just from when I saw it, I gave it a 9 out of 10, and I will still stand by that. I think it's a great film. I think it's directed, it's shot well, and the cast and crew obviously did so much work on that film to make it amazing. So I really liked it, and I can't wait to see what he continues to do in the future.
Well said, well said. I agree with everything you said. The director, phenomenal. I would also love to see a Jordan Peele interpretation.
Of course.
And the fact that he fired his whole team because he didn't get the rights to the movie, means he like really wanted it. So I'm like, man, I really would love to see I would love to have both, you know, and like not like him over one over the other. Right. They're both great. I would love to see both. But no, kudos to the director. He did a great job. The actors were phenomenal. Like every character was like portrayed so well. Like you really like you felt for the story. Like it's one of those movies where you just like dive in and like you feel like you're part of it. You don't feel like you're watching it. So it's like, to me, whenever a movie gets me feeling those types of emotions, I'm like, that's when it's key. I agree with Tyler where it's gory. I don't mind gore, to be honest, for the most part. I'm not the biggest fan of like Saw and stuff like that. Never seen Terrifier, but like I can do it. But like he said,
Same,
like every gore in this one was like purposeful. It like made sense. It wasn't like too much or like, oh, they just did that because they wanted to add one. You know, same with the jump scares. Like everyone was like meticulously planned, and it wasn't. They didn't overdo it. They didn't try to get you just to get you. They got you for a reason, and that being said, that means there wasn't that many, but they were a lot more impactful because there weren't so many. The storyline, the storytelling, I love the jumping like from point of view to point of view. Like I love that type of style.
That was really cool.
And I think it was done flawlessly. Like sometimes, you know, when directors do that, you get in a area where you're almost like confused as to what's going on, and I felt like I wasn't really that confused. Like if anything, I was like, oh, who is this person? And then in like 2 minutes, I'm like, okay, I am starting to understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the way it all blended, in my perspective, was like very flawless and it made sense. And I love the comedy aspect, but the only thing that I wasn't the greatest fan of was like the last like 5 minutes where it was like them running through the house. Funny. I loved it. It was great. I thought it was a little drawn out. I'm like, okay, after like the fourth house they're running through, I'm like, okay, another house. Okay, another house. Okay, another house. I'm like, okay, we get it. They're running through houses. So I was like, okay. And then like he said, they rip her apart and it's funny and like I get it and it's gross. But I almost wish they didn't because I feel like it kind of just like ended the story there. I kind of wish it was like every, like, I don't know, like she had the trial or like they had to like, maybe they like ripped her arms off or something. I don't know. But I don't know. It was more of just like this whole like anticipation and like anxiety and mystery and all this stuff. And it's just like dead, done. She's done. And life's back to normal. And I'm just like,
well,
wait.
I mean, fairly, all these kids are recovering.
Right. But you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, well, they ripped her apart. None of them caught cases because they were like, no, they weren't brainwashed anymore. No, they were like mind controlled at that point. And yeah, they got homework next week. I was just like, what? So those are the only two things that I didn't like it, but I understand why it ended that way too.
Yeah. Because it's like, you know, are you going to make a sequel to this film? Probably not. So, you know.
I do hope they make a prequel because the one thing I did kind of want was like, why did she go there? Why them? Like, where did she get this from? Like, why is she in the position she is? Why? Like, you know, like a lot of like, why? Like, what's going on? Who are you? Is it really her sister? You know what I mean? Is it like... Was that mind control too? Like, is that, you know? So it's just like things like that where I'm like, why no answers?
Yeah, I totally can understand that perspective. I was like, for me, that didn't like bother me as much in this movie, just because I was like, just more so because recently with horror films, motives have been what's ruining the movie for me because they're just so outlandish and they make no sense. And it's like, oh, you know, we needed to put something in there. So I was kind of like, all right, you didn't give me the whole story. I'm honestly cool with that because of how, like, it could have ruined it for me if it was just some like random thing. It's just like, okay, bro, like nobody's doing this for that reason. Whatever. What do you rate it out of 10?
I gave it a 8.5 just because of the ending. I was like,
nice. Yeah, sure.
I prefer. I wish it was something a little different with the ending, but I thought everything was perfect. Like the whole movie was like perfect. So honestly, I should rate it a 9. But I think like when you're driving home after the movie and the ending is you're just like. And then I had the questions. Like, it did bother me. It didn't bother me. I just wish I had those answers. But I'm like, that's gonna be a perfect prequel. So
yeah, which I think
I'm not
they
mad
are
about it.
already planning to do. So, yeah, and then if you want, I mean, I know you have a movie that you can also review, but my thing is like, so I'm going to be reviewing my favorite movie of the year so far. So if you have a favorite movie of the year so far, unless it was Weapons, you can stick with that. But if you have one that like you just really enjoyed that you want to talk about, that's also like fair play as well. So
I gotta like think of the movies I've seen. So
yeah, I mean, I'll go and then you could take again. You could still do the one you had in mind too, if you want. So my favorite movie of the year so far, by far, is Caught Stealing, and so I'm gonna give you my review of it. Now, keep in mind, I haven't seen like every single film that's came out this year, so like this is just from what I've seen. But man, I think that this film is like I'm a little bit upset because I'm not hearing a lot about it. The reviews for the film are very good. Like if you look up reviews for it, they're great. But like I'm not hearing a lot about this film, and I'm like, why? Like what's going on here? Because this movie is so good. I mean, first of all, it's my favorite performance by far of Austin Butler. I think he gives such a range of emotion and depth and character. And I think this is like one of his freest films of him just, getting to not have to try to do something. He's just being, this character. And I think he does really well. I mean, I think he did amazing in Elvis as well. But obviously that's like, you're trying to be somebody else. And I think he just did such an amazing job. And along with, all the other casts, this will also have spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, probably shouldn't watch this video from here on out. But even like, Zoe Kravitz and, I forgot how to say his name, but Liev Schreiber, and all these different cast and crew members, all these different cast members, like they all did so well. The guy who plays, his friend that ends up getting him in all of this trouble, like such a phenomenal actor and did so well. And then the thing that like I loved about it is like literally you get a little bit of story in the beginning and then the action just picks up from there, and you get story bits and pieces here and there, but the action just picks up from there. And I mean, Regina King, I think is who it is. I think it's Regina King. It's Regina Hall. So yeah, you have, Zoe Kravitz giving an insanely good performance. Doesn't really last that long, unfortunately. But you have Matt Smith, who plays like this guy who ends up getting Austin Butler, in trouble just indirectly. And then, he carries that character so well, this like grunge 90s punk guy. And then Bad Bunny, man, I haven't seen Bad Bunny in a lot of stuff, but he was really good. I enjoyed his character in this. The guy who played, he's like one of the henchmen for Regina King's character, and man, he is just vicious in this movie, and like he's brutal, and he was so good at it. He was the bald guy in the movie, and he's so good. Well, I think both of them are bald, but he's the shorter one who's like very aggressive, so good. But anyways, yeah, it's just like once you get in this movie, it kicks into full gear and just keeps going nonstop. And like there are some graphic scenes and some violent scenes, and like there are definitely some emotional stakes there, and like it does tug at those strings, but then it gets you right back into the action, and there's a really good balance of comedy and seriousness in there as well. I think they really rounded out the people for this cast and found the best ones for it. And there's a lot of people that get killed off in this movie. And for me, while yeah, that's a very sad thing, and like it's something that obviously we want people to live to the end. But the thing is like when you have movies like this where people that you care about in the movie die off, it gives you that emotional connection. It gives you that just care for the movie. You're like, oh my gosh, no, that person, like what? And then you're so much more invested in the movie because you're like, the stakes are real. The stakes are high. Too many times, again, especially in horror, they're playing it safe. For example, Scream. The new Scream movies, like, they keep the same, like, none of the main cast ever dies. And I'm like, bro, like, I understand. I like these characters too. But, like, you have to have something happen or there's no stakes there. I'm just like, okay, so I'm going to watch the next 3 movies and, like, everybody's going to be alive at the end. And, like, you know, it just seems more like, what are we doing here? Like, it's not, like, very reminiscent of the first Screams where, like, people were getting killed off and, like, you know, you actually had stakes to this movie. This movie did that so well. There were stakes there. And yeah, I just thought that the character development, the storyline was fleshed out really well. The comedy, like, really picks up towards the middle and the end. And I just really, really enjoyed it. Like, I had such a fun time. I saw it twice. And I just really enjoyed it. The audience reaction to this movie was so much fun to experience as well. And I really think it's such a gem. It's a unique film. And one of my favorite things I almost forgot to mention of this film is that it's shot like it's in the 90s. Not the landscape. Of course, they made it look like it's the 90s, but the almost like graininess. Like, it's not super HD like every film is nowadays, right? Like, he actually, the director, Darren Aronofsky, he tried to actually make it look like it came out of the 90s or the early 2000s, and it just looks so much like the movies I, like, grew up watching. And, like, it makes the movie feel more real to me in a way. When movies are, like, super HD and, like, I can, like, see the outlines and the lights, I'm like, I don't know, bro. It's a little bit too much for me. And it's not my favorite style of, like, how things are shot. So this one, I just thought they did a really, really great job of, like, knowing what they're making and, like, actually making it look like a film. And so I really enjoyed it. I think everybody did great, like I said. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend seeing this. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a perfect film, but it's my highest rated film of the year at a 9.5 out of 10. For me, it's pretty close to perfect. I mean, I'm not a movie critic or anything, but I really love this film, and I think everybody should check it out. So if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. If you have seen it, let me know your reviews down below, because I would love to hear your thoughts as well.
Okay. Nice. I haven't seen it, but I will see it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to, like, give too many spoilers, because he hasn't seen it either. But, you know.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited to watch it now. And man, I'm torn. I, like, looked up a list of, like, all the movies that have come out this year, and there's so many good ones. Like, one that, like, is my favorite that came on Netflix is the K-pop Demon Hunter. Bro, I never thought I'd say this, but that movie slaps. That movie is so good.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so
he convinced
good.
me to watch it, and it's a great film.
It is so good. Like, the music's phenomenal. The story is great. The meaning's great. The animation's awesome. Like, it's just everything about it is just great. It's just so good. But
Dude,
that's not the movie I was gonna review.
I would have never checked it out if he didn't recommend it to me. So again, he's not gonna review it. But if you haven't seen that and you're watching this episode,
Yeah, I just had to give that one a shout out because that one, like, it does make my list of, like, top, but I gotta pick one to review fully. So I'm torn between Sinners and How to Train Your Dragon, because which one have you seen?
both of them.
You have? Okay. And I'm torn.
I think if it's in the theater, I think you've seen, like, one film that I haven't seen, which is Together.
Whoa. Also, story time. The reason Tyler watches more movies than me is because my wife is more particular with the movies she likes to go and watch. She has a very specific taste, and every time she's picked a movie, it's great. Like, Weapons, I didn't even see the trailer because she was the one that wanted to go watch it, and I knew it was going to be good, so I didn't have to worry about it. But I also like any movie, and she does not. So there's a lot of times where I want to go to the theaters, and she doesn't.
Right.
So these were the two that she did want to go see, and that we did get to see in theater, so it was great. But I'm going to just go with How to Train Your Dragon, honestly, just because, dude, this was, like, the first live-action film, I feel like, personally, that I've seen that took the adaptation that we wanted and gave it to us. Like, every other one, like, bro, like, I'm not even gonna name them because I'm not trying to start things, but like every single live action has like had to redo their start date because they had to fix the character, or change this, or recast that because this didn't make sense, this didn't line up with this, and or they change it too much so it's not even the same story anymore. And like, did they change some stuff? Yes. Did they add some stuff? Yes. Sure. Did it take away from the movie? No. Did it take away from the main plot? No. Everything that was supposed to happen pretty much happened. You know, just certain things were different. I get it. You can't have like the exact same line, word for word movie. And I was like not upset with any of it at all. Except like two things, I think. But it was just great, bro. Like the dragons, awesome. They were phenomenal. The CGI on it, like unbelievable. It was literally like what I've always dreamed of. The actors did a great job. Hiccup was great. Like all of them were great, dude. Like I just really, it was one of those where it's like, wow, I'm reliving a childhood memory that I've like, or a childhood dream that I've always wanted to watch.
Right.
So I don't know, that movie it like blew me out of the water. I would give it like a 9.5 genuinely.
I think that
it was just so well done.
And the casting, casting Mason Thomas as Hiccups, I think that was like, bro, that's the person that was meant to play that role. Like he looks similar, he talks similar. I'm sure he obviously like watched the film to kind of get the mannerisms and stuff like that. But I thought I loved it too, man. And I had just seen I've just seen the original ones. I think I just watched them this year because I saw the live action coming out, and I was like, I've never seen these, and I've always heard great things. And so I watched
the whole thing,
ones.
like all of them.
Yeah,
phenomenal, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like some of the best animated films I've seen. And so I'm really excited. I hope they continue to do more of the live actions because I didn't really see a lot of buzz around that one either. I won't lie. Like I thought it was going to be a lot bigger than it was, but I didn't really hear a lot about it. I'm sure it was successful and did well. But like, yeah, even just the way they like everything looked like crazy good, bro. For being like a live action dragon movie, like it was insane. It was really, really cool to watch. And, obviously they have like the land at Epic Universe and stuff now. So I'm sure they'll continue to make them. Obviously it's a part of like a big thing now. Right. But yeah, I really enjoyed it too. Like and it was almost basically a carbon copy of the animated film, to probably like 90% at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was one that I really enjoyed. Just a fun watch, man. Like sometimes for me, like, yeah, movies like that, like, you just go in and enjoy it and have a good time. And like, it doesn't need to be anything different. It doesn't need to be anything, crazy, crazy different than what the original movie was. Like, we're just going to rewatch this, but with real actors, and, or like, live actors. Obviously voice actors are real actors too. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it too. And I thought it was a really, really great live action, and I would probably give it 9 out of 10 too.
Sounds good. Well,
all right.
This
Vault
ended up being the length of a normal episode. So hope you enjoyed it and stayed till the end. Let us know what you think of our reviews, and let us know if there's any movies you want us to review.
Yeah, and if there's any that you recommend from this year, let us know so that we can add them to our list that we haven't seen. And yeah, let us know what your favorite movie of 2025 is so far, because this has been a great year for movies. Like, honestly, superhero movies are back. I think action movies are back. I think horror movies, which they've been coming back for a little bit now, but like they're back. So great year for movies. I'm so excited for 2026. So if you guys like this movie content, let us know, and we'll keep doing this, obviously, in the vaults, and continue on from there. So with that being said, my name's Tyler.
My name's Gabriel.
And we will see you. I don't know what the next episode is, because we don't necessarily know when this comes out, but I'll just see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.
Catching Up podcast. If you're not caught up, you're catching up.
I don't necessarily know what that means.